Blue Pillow says, "Hey Mehran, 25 female, just saying hi from the UK." Thank you so much for that, Blue Pillow, and appreciate your taking the time and saying hello to us. We always enjoy good energy and recognition, and people join us makes us really happy. It also helps the channel to get to be, known a little bit more. And Ross T says, "Hey Mehran, male 30 UK. Hope you are well. How do you get over missed opportunities with women?" Very good question. I'm kind of run down, but I'm gonna take a crack at this. So listen up, guys. This is a very good question. Not the others aren't. It just happens to be something that I wanted to make a video on, and I can just maybe let you in a short chat here. So he says, "Male 30 UK, hope you're well. How do you get over missed opportunities with women? I have had great opportunities in the past, but turned it away, realizing that they were good women too late." Well, and Ross says, "Haven't had any of these good women enter my life for a good period of time. And as I get older, these women seem to be getting engaged and married, etc." So, the problem is not missing opportunities. The problem is not that these women are no longer available, as you said. The main problem is not that you break up. The main problem is not the fact that you are not finding what you're looking for, or when you find it, you don't realize it's the right one until late. None of that is the real problem. The real problem is that we human beings have not come to understand the impermanence of life. Everything in our life is impermanent. Our relationships are impermanent. Our jobs are impermanent. Our investments are impermanent. Our health is unfortunately impermanent. And the ultimate evidence to impermanency of life is death. But what we have created is a me here and death over there, way beyond. Not here. While all along, everything in our life is impermanent. But we don't want to accept the core of this whole opportunity being impermanent. Therefore, we suffer for everything that we want to make it to represent a permanent situation. We love our life, we love ourselves, we love who we are, what we are, where we are, what we do. And we want a certain permanency. So we have created me life, death in death way out there, rather than realizing that I am death. I am dying every second, because everything that I'm living in is an impermanent, and it dies and it's not existing anymore a second after it comes to life. Look at everything that you do. A day that you wake up is impermanent. You accept that. The night that you sleep is impermanent. It changes the day. You accept that. The job that you go and could things go wrong is impermanent. You accept that. And you see that. Not that you accept it, but you see it. You witness to it. The relationship that you may or may not be in, the girls that you get to know and doesn't go anywhere, or the friendship breaks down, you're aware of that. The health goes up and down, and eventually the whole life ends the way we know it. But when it comes to when everything is actually moving in that direction and it's within the format of impermanence, but you want to make something permanent out of this, that's when the suffering starts. That's when unhappiness starts. That's when the fact that you can't take responsibility or take the breakup that happens to you. You're constantly trying to fix the breakup, get back to it, because all it's evidence of you trying to bring permanence to the whole nature of life, which is impermanent, including its relationship, including everything. So the idea of not accepting it and want to do something to bring certain permanency in this impermanent experience is the problem. Not the fact that you haven't found that girl, not the fact that you found them and they left, not the fact that the relationship broke up, the fact that you haven't been able to accept that the whole experience of life is impermanent. Therefore, everything about it is impermanent. Therefore, we are living in death. Death is necessary for something new to happen. The night needs to die, so the morning comes. The morning needs to die, so I can rest. The night comes. The relationship ends, something better comes along. It cannot come up to some new opportunity if this one keeps going on for permanent. If everything in your life was permanent, where would be the advancement? If everything that you got in your life or you achieved would have been permanent, your job, your relationship, your interest, your knowledge, your studies, if everything would end to the point and stay as it was, where would you advance? How would you grow? What would you else learn? What new opportunities would be introduced to you? Nothing. You would be just someone like a worm. Doesn't get anywhere, doesn't get better, doesn't learn anything. So this, what we call death, is actually the dawn of new and wonderful things. But we are not accustomed to understand that this is not the end of something. A relationship is not the end of something, it's the beginning of something. A divorce is not an end of something, it's the beginning of something. Finishing university, you may feel like, what do I do now? I'm not studying. I feel guilty because I'm used to studying. It's not the end of something, it's the beginning of learning new stuff. Even death is not the end of it. It's just the beginning of something else that we are not aware of it yet, which we've talked about it before. So I am death. I live in death. I live in an impermanent. But that is exactly why there are new things in my life, because every moment it dies, and therefore it has to be a new thing because I'm still here. So I'm constantly, with everything that ends, I am blessed to find something new. That is what you should be focusing on, rather than regretting and how can I get all these things back? Why would you want to get it back? Move on. Oops. All right. Hope that makes sense to you guys.